what is midlife crisis and how is Brahman Yoga help us to overcome it?
Midlife crisis, as we used to call it before, was faced by people in their middle age, when they're reaching in their 40s, late 40s, 50s, when they see they're losing their loved ones, their parents, some friends, family, retiring, the job that they cherished all their life. And as these things which they valued so much in their lives, as they start going away, there comes a fear of emptiness of who am I? And that question starts arising at that stage, that who am I? Like, what is happening to me? What is life? And that we used to call a midlife crisis. But now the same crisis is being felt by younger people also. So it's more an identity crisis now, not knowing who I am and what I am here to do. I'll give you an example with a nice story. In old days, in India, there was a young man, a rich man. He had never traveled, but he wanted to travel. And he had a helping hand who was very wise, a little older, very smart. So one day he called his helping hand and said, I want to travel, help me. He says, no problem, sir. I'll make the arrangements, and as soon as we're ready, we will go. So this young man was very happy, looking forward to it. Those days there were no planes, buses, trucks, cars, bicycles, or anything. Traveling was on foot. So one day, his helping hand picked up all the things that he needed, loaded on the back of a donkey, and one early morning they set on this travel and adventure. They walked almost all day long, and close to the end of the day, they reached this small town. And those days, towns used to have inns, which was like a staying place for travelers. So once they reached there, this helping hand told this young man, say, why don't you rest under this shade of the tree and I'll make arrangements inside for your stay. After some time he comes back and says, okay, it's all ready, let's go inside. And when this young man went inside, he got a shock and he said to his helping, I cannot stay here. Because he saw there was a big room and there were many beds lying there, clean, and some of them were occupied. And there were some travelers, resting and ready to sleep, to stay the night over. And this put a fear in him. And he said to his helping hand, I cannot stay here. He said, why, what's wrong? I said, because I'm used to sleeping in my room by myself. And when I wake up in the morning, I don't need to worry about who am I. But here tomorrow when I wake up, how would I know of all these people which one is me? Now this helping hand was a wise man, so he understood what's going on in his master's mind. He said, I have a solution for you. So it brought a balloon, blew it up, and tied to his big toe. It says, now you wake up in the morning, whichever person has the balloon on the big toe, that is you. So you don't need to worry. And now this young man was happy. He said, okay, I'm satisfied. He slept peacefully. But this helping hand was also a little naughty. Middle of the night, he took the balloon off his big toe and tied to the toe of another traveler. In the morning, when this young man woke up, he started screaming. And this helping hand came running. He said, what's wrong? He said, that man has balloon on his toe. That means that is me. But if that is me, who's this? This is exactly what's happening to us. Identity crisis. We have never tried to know this, who I really am. And I have tried to know myself by all the labels and balloons that I have tied to myself. I am good looking, I'm handsome, I'm rich, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm a good father, I'm a good mother, I'm a good wife. All those labels we have tied. And we identify ourselves with these labels only, that is my existence. And comes a time in life when these labels start going away. Your parents are gone. Some of the friends are gone. The job that you had is gone. And as these balloons start bursting, we start getting scared, because when the last balloon is gone, we would not know who's this person who's left behind. And this is what we call midlife or identity crisis. And the only solution to get rid of this or overcome this is, as soon as possible, try to know who I really am, my true identity, which is not my body, which is not my mind. It is my higher self. And if I work hard and follow the practices of Brahman Yoga, then I can truly, slowly start knowing my true self. And as I start knowing, understanding, connecting to my inner self, my higher self, it starts bringing so much peace, so much contentment, so much joy and bliss within me, that no amount of midlife or identity crisis can ever touch me, because I have stopped identifying myself with those labels, those balloons. I'm not afraid if those go away, because I know who I am. And this is the way of Brahman Yoga, to help you to connect to your inner self, know who you really are, and never worry about midlife or identity crisis.